This is Batman. You're watching Kyle Reviewed.
Hey guys, just finished watching Arrow, Season 8, Episode 6, Reset. Wow, what an episode. This was a great episode dealing with, kind of like a Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow type thing, and I think it was really interesting playing with it. And I like how they made it different and standing out, because this trope has been done so many times, and it's a very interesting idea, it was very well done in Edge of Tomorrow and like all kinds of different TV shows. They all do it at some point. But I love how this part, it was a bit different because you added in a different character. You had two characters at one point who were part of it, You had the main character, then you had Laurel, Black Siren kind of joining in on it. And I think that was kind of interesting dealing with that and getting them have, to talk to and to one person just kind of spiraling, just driving the character mad. We didn't really get to do that. We drove him a little bit mad. Obviously, he's going to get driven a little mad because of the resetting, but it didn't feel like it happened a million times or it happened 1,000 times. It might have only happened like 10 times throughout this episode if we're assuming that we've seen every single time, we're not just seeing a compilation of them. I mean, they did one over on Edge of Tomorrow with Zari, where she at one point gives up. She just plays with it, being immortal type thing. And then here he it doesn't seem like he let it go that long, and he's, Oliver would not just kind of sit around and do nothing type thing. So I think that was really kind of interesting with the play with that, and allowing him to have someone else later on with Laurel to kind of talk off to and bounce off of. I think that was really kind of cool for this episode, and it really was great seeing Paul Blackthorne back as Quentin Lance for this episode. I think that was really cool. And I definitely can't wait to see as to where things go. And I'm interested to see as to, it's unclear as to so much of Lila Michaels' involvement in this episode. Was this just was she a figment of the monitors, like, mind games with Oliver? Was it actually her doing that? Did she have powers? It's hard to tell. Maybe she's just because Oliver knows that she's a connection to Marna Vu and the monitor and all that stuff. It would have been cool to see, get a clear. Maybe we will next episode. Maybe for Crisis we will, to see if she actually has, some of Harbinger's powers, which I'm not quite clear as to what her powers are. I have been trying to listen to. The audiobook, graphic audio from Crisis on Infinite Earth by Graphic Audio. That's a really good kind of audiobook format where they cast everyone for different roles and stuff. So I definitely want to get it back into listening to that again, just to kind of remind myself, what exactly is Harbinger's powers and all that stuff. So it'd be something fun to kind of check in. So I definitely would recommend kind of getting that thing, just kind of a quick, easy read. I'd listen to it on my way to work every day, so I think it's really cool to listen to that. So getting into this, like I said, I'd like to see whether or not she actually has control, powers and stuff, and kind of dive into this whole story. And personally, I want to see Lila Michaels I'd love to see her die in this crossover, and maybe also maybe something goes crazy and stuff, and then she dies in the crossover, just like Harbinger dies in the comics and stuff, and then have John Diggle get the Green Lantern ring, to have him become John Stewart, and since we already know that he's John Diggle Stewart, right? So we could have him, get the Green Lantern ring, and then, because Lila's dead and the betrayal that Lila did, this whole thing like that, could send, could send Diggle to kind of like, when he gets the ring and he gets sucked up to Oa, maybe he decides, I'm not going back to there. I have all that pain and heartbreak there. Why would I want to return? And then maybe we can have him starring in the HBO Max, HBO Max Green Lantern series show. That could be cool. Doubt it, but that's the way I'd like to see it. So yeah, I definitely can't wait to see as to where things go. I love, Oliver saying goodbye to his kids and stuff, and kind of being set up to say goodbye. So it is going to be quite cool. Next week's episode looks fun, especially with them being on Lian Yu. I would kind of like to have seen Sarah on Lian Yu. I'm not sure if they would have been filming. I imagine they would have been filming at the same point at this time for Legends of Tomorrow, but it would have been really cool to see her. So hopefully she pops up, since she was a big part of the Lian Yu storyline, right? I think it would make sense for her to be there, and to actually get part of that. And hopefully we get to see Manu Bennett back as Deathstroke for the island. That could be fun. They don't tease it or anything like that. Hopefully, so I'm worried that maybe if they does, he's only in for a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. It looks like we do get. I can't think later, but Shadow's father looks like he might be back based on some photos from next week, so that'd be quite cool to see as to where things kind of go with that and getting everyone back. So hopefully we could see that. Maybe we get a bit of Roy on the island. Looks like everyone will be on the island. That could be quite interesting. Maybe get Thea back. But I feel like Thea's shared that one episode and that's it. I don't see her back for the actual crossover. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm definitely excited to see as to how things are going to go. I think this should be the last episode. Next week's episode, this would be the last one that we watch. Will be the one. Next week's Arrow's episode should be the one to most connect to set up the crossover. So I think that'll be really cool to see all that. So I think that's probably where we'll start seeing next week. All the from the trailers that we've been seeing, maybe it's where we start seeing Lila Michaels as Harbinger in her costume showing up on all the shows to tell everyone, hey, crisis time, type thing. So that could be really cool seeing that. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below about season 8, episode 6, and let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hi, this is Kevin Conroy, talking to you from the library of Wayne Manor. You may know me as Batman. I just want you to know that you're watching Kyle Reviewed. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.